Anything for my little angel? Now where's that brother of yours? He'll be cruising for a bruising if he doesn't get the let out.
Sorry I'm late, Mother. I'm finishing up some of my homework. Dinner smells extra delicious tonight.
Oh, aren't you just a flutterbum? I bet you drive all the girls crazy.
Oh, Mom, quit eyeballing me. You're making me blush.
Oh, drop the bit. You were doodling those comics again, weren't you?
Cool it, Becky. Are you writing a book?
Hey, cut the gas, you two. No bickering at the dinner table. You know the rules. Plus, we wouldn't want to spoil this wonderful tuna casserole that your mother worked so hard on while you two are off at school.
Hi, honey. Hi, kids.
Daddy!
Well, doesn't this look like quite the bash?
Oh, it was nothing. Just made a little tuna casserole.
Tuna casserole. Do I have a boss wife or what?
Or what?
Oh, look at you two comedians. Think you're quite the big tickle, don't you?
You will not believe what happened today. Adam Taylor and I are finally going steady. He wrote me this ballad and read it in front of the entire school. It was so romantic. And then let me guess, you play a little backseat bingo on his Ford? Get bent, Becky. Adam doesn't drive yet. Don't be such a little monster.
Well, congratulations. You better have a seat before I go eat.
Don't have a cow, Mom. I'm here.
I'm very proud of you, Jessica. Your first boyfriend. We're looking forward to meeting the chap, aren't we, Mark?
Yes, we are, and if these two ankle biters aren't on their best behavior, they're going to get a good old-fashioned knuckle sandwich.
Oh, look! The mailwoman!
Why, hello, Almond family. Isn't it a wonderful day to receive mail?
Gee, it sure is.
Well, howdy, neighbors!
We baked you an apple strudel for dessert. Ready?
Ready?
Oh, and honey, tell them about the tree.
All right. I meant to ask you, politely of course, one of your evergreen trees is starting to splinter and break apart in our yard. I just want to take the opportunity to clearly communicate my concern to you in person so we can have a mature and level-headed conversation.
Well, I will get right out there after dinner and take care of it. Thank you very much, sir, for your candor.
I'd like to say something to all of you.
Wait, Mother. Before you start speaking, let me turn the television off. I want to be able to hear you clearly and hang on to every word you say.
Perfect.
Normal,
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 Perfect.
normal.
Perfectly normal and functional family. I
evening. Is this Mrs. Altman?
It is.
This is Maggie from Corporate Cable. Just calling to see if your cable box needs updated.
My what? Updated?
Your cable box. Do you need it updated? I see here that you are due for an update.
I think you have the wrong number. That was bizarre. Anyway, where was I? Jess, you wanted to say something. What was it? Jess? What's the matter? Are you okay? Danny? What are you doing? Stop it! This isn't right!
Look, Dad, the horse racing around again!
Oh boy, go Skype, go! Come on, Skype!
Stop! This isn't what I want!
Oh no, Dad, Sky's falling behind! But look at Vincent coming to go second! Snap is also following up!
Oh, come on, Skype, come on!
No. No more. I can't do this. I have to stop it. Firewall. 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 Firewall.
Sydney.
Firewall.
Sydney, you used the safe word. That's only for emergencies.
This was an emergency.
All right, so I'm assuming that version didn't work for you.
Please, no, I can't do that again.
All right, no problem. Okay, we're gonna go back to yesterday's treatment. Okay, we'll start from there. All right?
Yes.
You do have to grant me access,
best.
though.
Access granted.
Okay, all right. Now, close your eyes. Stay focused. Take some deep breaths. Count backwards for me.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Hello? Is anybody home? I've come to take the generator back. It's been a little over 24 hours, and my uncle and I think it's a little too risky to keep feeding you power illegally. I trust you paid your electric bill by now? Huh. You're talking to Uncle Charlie while he's polishing his antiques. Well, your house was unlocked, so I am simply making you aware, just in case a stranger decides to come in and...
Hello. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm just here to borrow something from Danny.
Yeah, I don't live here.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm here to steal something from Danny.
Hold on, wait, who are you? And why am I suddenly in charge of this house?
Danny and I know each other from school, and my older sister Tara is the same age as Jess, and my mom grew up in the same district.
Thank you, but I don't need your family tree. I have a difficult enough time hanging a swing tire for my own.
I don't know what that means.
Anyways, looks like we've both got our hands tied with illegal tasks, so we better get to them, huh?
Right.
Sarah, I told you to be quick! Get out here before I punch you in the... Hi! I'm Tara. I don't believe we've met. That's my little sister, and I'm the same age as Jess. Oh, and also my mom... Yes, I'm aware you have a very large tree. I'm Chloe, I'm just fixing the Altman's electricity problems. Uh-huh. So, are you like 15? No, I'm 17, and I'm studying to become a master electrician. One day I'm gonna open up my own business. Uh-huh. Well, I'm like 15. Cool. Well, I'm like gonna get back to work. You might want to help your sister rob the Altmans. Okay.
Tara, I saw you walking in here. I have to tell you, I'm finally ready to commit my feelings for him. Hey, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
Wow, nice gloves. Where'd you get them? Glove store?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Wait, so what were you going to tell me? Ah, found it. No more high score for you, J.J. Altman.
You dragged me over to here to delete your Danny's high score off your
stupid video game you are such a goober.
Goobers are little peanut candies, so if you're calling me sweet and delightful, I accept your compliment graciously.
You are so embarrassing. What are you doing?
Groove is all about the rhythm. Stop distracting me.
Groove?
Yes, all the cool kids are playing it. I'm almost up to the melee round.
Adam, there you are. We were right in the middle of our conversation when you ran away from me. You know, one of these days, mister, I am not going to chase after you.
Don't get kids all the I'm kidding. Seriously. Don't you go to school?
Yeah, it's Sunday, and not all of us are professional welders.
I'm an electrician. I'm responsible for the power running through the veins of this house. Danny?
Ava?
Am I interrupting a meeting? Wait, where am I?
Ava, what are you doing here?
I live down the street. My mom lets me come here all the time.
I get that, but what are you doing here?
I saw Danny's group high score was erased. I came to see why, but now I know.
Ava, please don't say anything. I need this. Once I can finally claim that top high score, all those popular kids will finally start acknowledging that I exist.
Ava, I can't believe you haven't already shown me how to delete high scores. Come on, show me.
Okay, now that Sesame Street is over, can you finally finish what you were saying a couple minutes ago? Because you text me one thing, you text Tara the same thing. So I know you're not texting Jess and all the other girls the same thing.
Wait, we'll go back. What did he text you and what did you text her?
Hello? Mommy? Oh, it's dinner time. I'll be right home.
Your mommy, okay, did not call you no clothes, but trust me, we all would have felt it, checked it, responded to it, and regretted it by now.
This is so cool.
I know, right? We can finally lie and cheat our way to the top. It feels great.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say for yourself, Adam? Did he say this to you too?
Oh my god, yes!
Are you legitimately happy treating people this way? Is this lifestyle actually enough for you? Because no, you hide behind your phone and you juggle as many girls as you can because you can. God, you can't possibly convince me that you're actually fulfilled.
Everybody quiet. Okay, can we all just take a moment to stop and look around? Have any of you realized that there are 6 of us in this house that none of us belong to? You're also wrapped up in your phones, video games, and drama. Have any of you realized that none of the Altmans are actually here? Look at yourselves. Is it really so rewarding to be so easily accessible all the time? Even when you're in the same room as other human beings, you feel this incessant need to talk to each other with your devices out in front of you. Just put them down! Enough already! Now, has anyone seen the Altmans in the past 24 hours?
You saw Becky yesterday.
Look at this, everybody! A coherent and helpful statement without the use of technological assistance. Thank you, Emily!
Well, I should just check my phone calendar to
No,
confirm
you
that I was
just
here.
Wait a second. Something's not right here. Did somebody trip over this?
None of us have gone near it.
Well, it looks like somebody used it as a punching bag, so
Mom
unless
smashed it with a rolling pin.
Becky! Where have you been? We were calling you.
I'm fine. I'm fine. See, I'm the man in the house now. I've got this all under control.
Where are your parents?
Probably at the movies.
For 24 hours?
You know, movies are getting longer these days.
Becky, when did they disappear?
Right after my mom sold to the generator. Why?
Yeah, this may be a lot more serious than I thought. Come on, we have to go talk to my uncle. And you should not be staying here alone. You're coming with us, okay? And until we get some answers, no more phones, more video games. I need your minds sharp, okay? Especially you, mister. It's way too easy to juggle 12 girls on the same phone.
Wait. Where's my savings? This is.
You don't get one. And I
But-
think you should go stand in between teenage misery over there. They really shouldn't be talking to each other right now. All right, everybody, come on, let's go.
My parents, oh, trust me, you do not want to know.
I do, though. I want to know everything from your favorite colors to your process for picking out pajamas.
Everything, huh?
Why? Does that scare you? I don't want to scare you off.
Sydney, nothing you say could ever scare me off. Nothing you say, nothing you do would ever scare me away.
That's a bold statement there, Mr. Alden.
Yeah, well.
There's a lot you don't know about me. This is only our 7th date. I have a secret obsession with mannequins.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
I hate mannequins. They're so arrogant and smug. And every time I want to try something on, they look at me with this... What?
I'm just so happy I got lost in the woods.
You really feel that way?
I do. In fact, I'd like to buy you a dolphin one day.
Is that something I want?
Well, all my life, I've been waiting for somebody who was dolphin worthy.
Still in the dark here.
Okay. I have never been with anybody that makes me feel so complete, so perfectly content. And then I met you, and that's exactly how I feel. Like all of my pieces are intact, like we wouldn't need anything else. And once we have a life together, we would have everything we could ever possibly want. So the only thing left to do is to get you something extravagant, something that no one has ever gotten anybody in the history of the world. A dolphin. When I'm buying you a dolphin, it means that we have everything we could ever want, and nothing will beat that feeling.
So, what will it take to reach that point? What do you want?
Well, I want a marriage, and I want a big house with those big circular bay windows. And, oh, I want bizarre neighbors that, we can laugh about, while they're arguing out in the street. Maybe an overly intrusive male woman who sees the world through a lens of aggressive optimism. And I want to get letters in our letterbox that have our names on the address label. I want a photo album of everything we've ever done in our lives with our wedding picture on the front. I want children. Now, not perfect angels, mind you, but children that would carry the virtues of their mother and suppress the traits of their father. And I want a family that can endlessly piss each other off, but yet at the end of the day, we know they've got each other's backs. So when we have all that, then I will be comfortable buying you a dolphin.
Wow. That's a lot. Children, huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's a lot, but it's just how I feel. And yeah, why? Children. What's wrong with children?
Mark?
Yeah.
Promise me you'll never change. That you'll be this open and honest forever.
I promise. Anything else would be a failure. Where is this coming from? What's wrong with children?
Are you legitimately happy treating people this way? Is this lifestyle actually enough for you? Because you hide behind your phone and you juggle as many girls as you can because you can. God, you can't possibly convince me that you're actually fulfilled.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Wait, sorry, where are you going?
I have to go.
Sid, wait, where are you going? Sid! Where did I go wrong now? Singing that same song now. Managed to lead you, cause you, scare you, force you to run away. Could I take that leap? Blindly I swam too deep, assuming I was just fine, just safe, just right, emptying my life. Oh, so am I enough for you? I'll be good to you. I'll give you all the love I have and give you all my heart I can do. But am I enough? Is this enough for me? Employing my trade.
have and give you all my heart I can do. But am I enough for you? For am I enough for you? Is this enough for? Am I enough for? Am I enough for? Am I enough for?
Mom? Jess? Robot Dad? Is anybody here? Oh, let me guess. This is my test. Just pass hers so I can pass mine. Bring it on. Actually, I hope I don't have to fight anybody today. Forgot to stretch and didn't bring my first aid kit.
Get ready to cruise. Choose your avatar. Players, get ready. Solo round. Level 1. Player 1 starts in 3, 2, 1. Great start. Amazing start.
How'd you get 1,500 in the solo round?
Oh, because I'm awesome.
Maybe, but do you really think that's enough to sit the Papa Kids lunch table?
It's all about that high score my sister got then.
Hey losers, let's get that duel round started.
Can't you just let it go, Danny? Just admit it, Danny. Clearly you're not gifted with the groove.
Are you kidding? You've never even had the high score before.
Looks like she's got it right now.
Whose side are you on?
Fine, one more time. Let's go. But don't go crying when I'm suddenly the popular kid at school.
This just in from Sarah Olson. Hey Sarah, how does it feel to be the most popular kid in town?
Oh, Ava, to be honest, it feels great. Like I was just born to play this role. Everyone admires and clings to every word I say. Just goes to show, all you need is a little gaming success, and you can rule the school.
Will you remember all the little people? Now that you've ascended into preteen glory.
I will only remember the popular people.
There you have it, folks. A word from Sarah Olson. Oh, and Sarah, if you would mind, can I have your autograph?
Oh, please, Ava. I've already wasted too much breath on this conversation. So what do you say, Danny boy? One more round?
You know what? Congratulations, Sarah.
What?
No, I'm genuinely happy for you. You wanted this high score for months, ever since this exhausting game came out. The high score is yours. You've earned it.
You mean it?
Yeah. I don't know if this is the alternate universe speaking or what, but I see her more clearly now than I ever had before. This matters, and this doesn't.
What do you mean?
I mean, I like playing group. I like competing for high scores, and I like winning, but I like winning for myself. What I do in an iPad determines where I fall in a social hierarchy at school, then I quit. I quit. I quit. I'll find a new game that I can play by myself. I shouldn't have to feel like I have to be a capable online competitor to feel even accepted at school. And if that's how I act when I'm on top, then I never want to be on top anymore. So, high score is yours. Congratulations.
And congratulations to you.
So, how do you think Danny's doing in there?
I think he's a rock star. Nothing can break that kid's spirit, so he'll be fine.
He's always been the resilient one.
And does that make me the overly sensitive one?
No, you have just as much strength as your brother. Sometimes it can just be a little misdirected.
Misdirected? What does that even mean?
Jess, when you care about something, you are loyal and unstoppable. But your problem is that lately, you seem to care so much about so little. When was the last time you truly did something selfless?
I don't know. Every day? I care about my friends, my siblings, my parents. I care about...
Oh, a close third.
I wasn't saying that in any particular order.
Are you sure? Sometimes it feels like we're just an afterthought to you.
I don't know what you want me to say. That's just not true.
Jess, I feel like I barely even know you. I haven't for years. And I'm not trying to be a dramatic or overly protective mother. I trust that you're making the right choices. And I don't need to know what you're doing all the time. It's not about me. It's about desire. I want to know. One day I noticed the distance you got from me was a little further than arm's reach, and it saddens me how happy you sit there where I don't have a seat. I used to be part, now I'm not, and this is only the start. As you continue to grow, do you want me this far? I want you to know that I miss it when you used to be able to just simply say hi to me. Now you just walk on by with your head down in your phone, and it's like nobody's standing here. I used to know so much of you here, the things that you love. your father is, but I'm sure he'll be okay. He has thick skin. That's where you and your sister get it from.
What do you think your test is, Mom?
Honestly, I kind of thought it was you. But I guess I was wrong. If I'm being perfectly candid, I don't really know why I have to be tested at all. No offense to you guys, but I'm not the one with the digital fixation.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You think that's why Dad lost? This fault right here?
Do you really think it's only your father's fault, Danny?
I mean, if you didn't waste a lot of money on online gambling, the power wouldn't have gone out. And that mind-numbingly beautiful creature wouldn't have set up a generator that you ultimately smashed in response to our addiction. Yeah, I see your point now.
It's the technology. It's dangerous. I watch you all lose yourselves in it every single day, and it's terrifying. But I witnessed you all battle your demons here. So what are mine? Why am I even being tested?
Are you sure you're asking the right questions?
Don't be cryptic. Just tell me what my test is so I can pass it and we can get home to my daughter.
Why are you here?
My husband lied about paying our electric bill, so we got this illegal generator that ultimately took us away from our daughter.
Why are you here?
If you're not the enemy, then who is?
We want our dad back, so hand him over, lady.
I am not the enemy, and neither are they.
Then who is?
Why are you here?
I told you. My husband lied about paying our electric bill.
That is not why you're here. Why are you here?
I answered your question. This isn't a fair test.
Think about the test. Don't think about that test. Think about your answer.
I don't know what you want from me.
0010001. It's all of us, Sid.
Mark, is that really you? What are you saying? Well, what does it mean?
That's what they're saying. It's binary code.
What are they saying?
They are saying it's all of us.
Mark, I don't know what that means.
If you need me to spell it out for you.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be thinking or saying, but you all keep presenting me with these unsolvable riddles, and I don't know what you want from me.
What do you feel when you look at me?
I love you. You know that.
I do know that. But right now, when the empty shell of your husband is staring at you in a robotic trance, what do you feel? What do you want to say to him?
I want to say that I'm angry. That he lost a lot of our money and lied to me about it. And he got us into serious trouble. But I also feel bad for you. Because you made a mistake. And it's not all your fault. The kids don't have the discipline to distance themselves from their devices. And all of their friends feed into the obsession. They lack the ability to communicate face to face because they spend their days buried behind a screen. My poor 9-year-old daughter doesn't know how to write a letter or use a mailbox, but she can text at 200 words per minute. And those electricians connected a bogus generator to our house. Our neighbors certainly don't know how to hold a normal conversation. The most assimilated and articulate person in our neighborhood is our mail woman.
What else, Sydney? What are you feeling?
I'm terrified.
Of what?
That there's nothing I can do to stop this.
And what else?
That I caused this.
How does that make you feel?
I'm not innocent. That this is actually all my fault. Yes, I have reason to point fingers at everyone around me, but I'm just as guilty. I let it happen. I enable. I don't discourage negative behavior. I encourage it. I'm guilty. Just like you. And you, and you. We're all guilty. We're all part of the problem. It's all of us.
You pass! And you can go back home.
And your dad?
And your dad, who was so instrumental in getting us to this point, has transitioned already.
What's gonna happen to all of you?
Jessica, how selfless of you! Listen, when you return, I'm sure that you will take a little bit of us back with you. But for now, you better get back to that sister of yours.
We will. She probably already sold the house and turned the front yard into an animal Olympics.
Yeah, that sounds like something Becky would do all right. Hey guys, before we leave, I just wanted to apologize. I not only failed my test, but I failed my family. A long time ago, Cindy, I made a promise to you that I would never change. And I broke that promise. But today I make a new vow. This failure is going to live with me, not to fill me with anger or regret, but to remind me of the most important thing in my life. And that's you guys. I'm never going to let you down again. I promise.
We appreciate it, Dad, but it's not just you. It's all of us working together.
It's all of us.
We're ready to go home now.
You sure are?
Oh, really? What business?
You know, that is highly classified information. I don't go around asking you about electricity. So when's the electricity gonna be ready?
You know, you're a very complex 9-year-old.
So I've been told.
No, I can't believe you survived here on your own for almost an entire weekend. You're a strong kid, you know that?
Wow. 2 compliments in 10 seconds. You guys must really be enjoying me.
Why, hello, neighborly friends. It's such a wonderful day today, isn't it? Gosh, don't you just love Sundays? A wonderfully restful day.
Hi, Jordan. Yes, Sundays are wonderful.
Uh-huh. We're all wonderfully miserable today.
Oh, why so glum?
I'm not sure they even know anymore.
Well, sometimes when I'm down and out, I simply hit the refresh button. Let everything go and start over. A fresh start. Well, I'm off to greet the rest of the neighborhood. Have a wonderful day.
I'm on what she had for lunch.
Yeah, I think we can take a hit from there, my woman. Let's restart the generator. Don't ever underestimate the power of a simple reboot. Let's give it a second chance.
I don't know, Chloe. You know, maybe you should leave the logistics to a professional. Had you not been the one who suggested we connect to this generator in the first place, we wouldn't even have to be here right now.
I was only trying to help Uncle
Chloe! No! Okay, look, I only agreed to take you along for me on business calls because I thought it would be a positive learning experience. It's time for you to be a teenager again. You know, going to high school, preparing for college, chasing boys, burying your face in a screen.
That's really what you want for me?
Yes, the life of a normal teenager because that's what your parents would have wanted for you.
No, you know what? It looks like you've got this under control. I'll be in the truck!
That was cold, Mr. Cole.
You think that was cold? How about all those times you told me that you wanted to be my partner on the Ferris wheel, but you somehow mysteriously wound up with Emily. I had to run with a stuffed sloth.
Why am I still here?
I don't know!
We're all still here because we're actually loyal to Jess and her family, and Becky is alone here, missing her family. So maybe, just maybe, we can continue to put our little issue on hold.
Yeah, Tara.
Sit down, Adam.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you kidding? Get over here!
Hey! If you're gonna be staying under my roof, you're gonna have to live by my rules. So calm yourselves down and quit talking about garbage that nobody cares about. I swear I will turn this car right around.
What car?
Silence! Yikes! Chloe leaves for 2 minutes and this house explodes into chaos. She was literally the glue that helped this team together. Mr. Cole, I think you should reboot the generator. Chloe was right. Why don't we give the generator a second chance? While we're at it, why don't we give each other a
he said, she said, still fighting over a text message conversation like your phone is permanently glued to the insides of your eyelids. This isn't just about rebooting a generator. Jordan had it right all along. Some generosity will bring my family back, because clearly whatever we've been doing isn't working.
No, Becky's right. Okay, for the sake of Jess and her family, let's just hit the refresh button. Okay, our lives can't revolve around this. Or else we won't have any more guys to play with. This matters. This matters. Please reboot the generator, Mr. Cole. Emma's right. Reboot the generator.
Mr. Cole, I think it's time to bring Jess and her family back home. Reboot the generator.
As you wish.
Hello, Mr. Cole. And random children I don't know.
Mr. Ullman, how you doing?
Had a day.
Okay. So look, I was just working on the generator. I gave you an extra 24 hours of power. Just try to avoid hitting it with a rolling pin moving forward.
I'll do my best.
Listen, thanks, Mr. Cole. We really appreciate it. You know, it's.
No. I'm not the one you should thank. It was all my niece Chloe. She's a master electrician. She's the one you should thank. Well,
thank you.
Glad you're okay, Danny. Sarah Delaney High Score! Ava! I couldn't hold it anymore! It's been 20 seconds!
Guys, I don't care. You can keep the high score, really. I want you to have it. I think I'm gonna take a little break from the group anyway.
Really?
Yeah. I've been dancing in my sleep while eating cereal, while on the toilet, but trust me. Plus, you know it's bad when you take a break from a game just to watch other videos of kids playing. So, believe me, I'm ready for this. Just don't forget about me when you become the most popular kid in the school.
I won't, we won't.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Glad you're okay. I do.
What are all you guys doing here? What day is it?
It's Sunday, Jess. We've got almost the entire weekend.
Seems about right.
And we didn't feel comfortable leaving your sister here all alone once we finally pried the truth out of her that all of you were gone, Jess. We have to take a moment and acknowledge that I think your sister has a bigger personality than me.
That also seems about right.
So where were you?
That's a long story. The four of us should get coffee next week and then I'll tell you all about it. I really missed you guys. We miss you too, Jess, as long as you're okay.
I think I finally am.
And there's something I need to tell you.
Me, can I go first?
No. Let me go first. Jess, the past couple months, I've been developing feelings for a girl. I gotta get it off my chest. The girl I really and truly see myself with is...
You know, can I wait? My mom's really tired of it. I need to catch up with my sister.
Really?
You know what, guys? She's right. Let's give him some time. I'll text you later, okay? I probably won't see you tonight. I'll just see you guys at school tomorrow. Sounds good. See you tomorrow, guys.
Hey, welcome home.
See you tomorrow.
I forgot what this place looked like. Here's our dining room table, and our front yard.
We've only been gone 2 days, buddy.
And now we're home. We are never, ever going on vacation, ever again.
So, what did you do while we're gone? My chocolate house isn't up in flames, covered in hot fudge.
You know, a little of this, a little of that. I was alright.
Well, we really miss you, Bex. Mom, are you okay?
I am. I'm so grateful to be here in my house with my family. This is where I belong. I could simply sit here and watch you guys joke around with each other for hours and be the happiest woman on the planet. So, why do I feel like something's still out of place? Something's not normal.
Well, when is anything ever perfectly normal? I'm seeing now that I'm part of the problem. You don't have to worry but it's not. Therapy is perfectly normal. It's just a shame that people put a stigma on trying to better yourself. You have nothing to be ashamed of. This is the first step to recovery.
Isn't therapy for people with drug problems? Are they going to think I live in a drug den?
No, nobody's going to think that. We sold our drug den, remember?
Why do you even keep me around? You have one erratic fiance, you know that?
Well, if I didn't keep you around, I would live by myself. I'd probably collect snakes and, maybe start an underground gambling ring where I'd lose all my money and have to sell the snakes for sandwiches. But you see, we need each other.
What did you say?
Just said we needed each other. Something about snakes and sandwiches, that's all.
No, before that.
No, it's nothing, babe. Come on. Let's just go in.
Dial it down to 0.
Dial it down.
Good. You are just waking up, Sydney. Can you help her up? Thank you. All right, Sydney, you know where you are.
On my couch.
No, you're not, Sid.
Mark,
You're...
please, patience. So patience is a little bit disoriented from the procedure. Give her some time, it will pass.
Isn't this my couch?
Well, actually, it's my couch, but in a sense, it has become your couch.
Do you recognize the man sitting next to you?
Yes, of course. That's Mark.
Very good. Sydney, why are you here?
Wait, you look very familiar. Where do I know you from?
Oh, well, you've been in this office quite frequently over the past few months. I've been administering your treatment. My name is Chloe.
Chloe! You're Chloe. She gave us the generator. Do you remember, Mark?
What are you talking about? What did she talk about, Doctor? It's...
Mark, stay calm. You can't lose your cool because she needs you, okay? And we did talk about that. Her most recent memories would blur.
Right. I'm sorry you did tell me, but I just hate seeing her like this.
I know.
Like what? Can somebody please tell me what's going on here?
Chloe here has been administering your experimental treatment.
You look like you could be my daughter's age.
Oh, I get that quite frequently. I'm actually the youngest mental health professional to ever work in this practice.
But how are you so young?
I lost my parents at a very young age. House fire caused by faulty wiring. As a way to cope, I buried myself in my uncle's electrical business, and then when I turned 18, Dr. Maggie hired me as an experimental research electrician to help those like yourself who struggle with family and identity.
How awful. I'm so sorry about your parents.
Sydney, do you know what year it is?
2019.
All right, now, this may come as a shock because you are just coming out of the depths of your procedure, and that does tend to happen towards the end of the process. It's actually 1995.
What do you mean? How is it only 1995?
Chloe,
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize you had a patient today. Wonderful day to heal minds, though, isn't it?
That's what you would always say to Becky when you delivered to our house.
Oh. Guess somebody's got to pay for all that electricity we've been using. Can't go giving it away for free, right?
Sydney, listen to me. The reason why you are here is why it's only 1995. You and Mark came to me a while back, okay, and we had a few meetings, and it was really just a talk. You were starting to develop a bit of paranoia about the future of technology. America Online, sweeping the nation, Sony PlayStation, Microsoft Windows were all becoming household phenomenon. And these are the conversations that we had a few months ago.
It all feels so foggy now.
Right. And the only conversations that you would have were about these inventions and where would it lead to and how it would affect children in the future. Questioning endlessly until it became an obsession that you could not control.
It started to interfere in our lives, Sid. We were so happy and carefree. It was such a simple time. And it wasn't. It became impossible. This techno explosion just created a series of never-ending questions that were unanswerable for you. You said it became impossible possible to even have a normal conversation without you having a meltdown.
And you can never let yourself settle for anything less than perfect and normal.
Have I been living here?
For about 6 weeks.
So I'm here in therapy for paranoia about technology. What about Jess and Danny and Becky? Do they know about this?
This treatment plan, Sydney, is radically progressive.
Dr. Maggs is actually the only psychiatrist in the country with the technological availability to perform this kind of treatment.
What we did was we simulated your fears, threw you right into the middle of the simulation about technology. Tell me, what are your biggest fears?
My biggest fear is that my children will be attached to mini computers or phones, unable to keep up with face-to-face communication. And that my family would resent me and choose instant gratification over spending quality time with their wife or mother. I fear that teenagers will succumb to the pressures of maintaining a digital reputation and only live their lives to contribute to that social validation.
Well, we had to predict where technology was going from the perspective of family members. Didn't you find it strange that you were able to watch the children interact with their friends, but weren't really there?
But where are they now? Where are my kids?
Sydney, they do not exist.
Not yet, at least. Mark brought you here because he didn't know how to convince you that there was a way to raise children in a world where technology was at their fingertips.
Baby, as if that world was actually where we're headed.
Baby, every time I mentioned having children with you, you would run out of the room or flee the scene. You wouldn't even entertain the conversation. But she woke up without using the safe word, and that's a good thing,
And
right, Doctor?
That is a good thing. Okay, waking up without the safe word shows that you were making progress. Waking up on your own.
So what brought you back? Why did you wake up?
I don't know. I can't think of it. I want to see Becky and Danny and Jess. Jess, I know her. I know everything about her. And I want to know more. They're real. I know they are. Aren't they?
We cannot predict the future, Sydney, as neat as that would be. You experienced projections which were not your destiny and not your fate. You choose your own paths. Your life continues with the decisions that you make. You may well have children in the future, and they might not be those children, but they could be.
However, we can't move forward until you come to terms with what you've learned in your treatment.
So Sid, what did you learn?
You mean, besides how miserable it can be as a teenager living in a digital world? And how, even though kids are speaking English, they manage to communicate in a totally unrecognizable vernacular? And how much of a failure I was at attempting to teach my non-existent children proper values as they grew endlessly distracted by everything other than my voice?
Well, yes, all that. Well, what did you learn?
Try to face it. What did you learn?
I learned
temptation will always try to weigh you down and stand your ground.
Then take the leap of faith even if you think that you could go down.
Don't let the unknown scare you off. You'll never know if you could soar.
Let your life be positive. The world has so much to give. Just try to live and be the best person that's already you.
You know, I bet one of them is gonna
Oh,
just...
you know what? You might want to suppress that urge to place bets, Mark. Don't want to enable any dangerous habits. Come on.
Can we give it up for the writers over here?
Alright, so we're doing this every matinee where we have a 10-minute talk-back session just to get your feedback. What did you guys think? Were you able to follow the story? If not, I'm canceling all the shows. And any questions you have for us as the writers, as the creators, or the cast in general. So, anyone want to get the ball rolling?
Open season.
Chad.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do this? What was was like?
Oh, good question. Inspiration came from a lot of conversations that Drew and I would have actually after being in the classroom and after teaching. So like interactions with students and their parents, and just sort of seeing that level of face-to-face communication kind of dropping. And it's just conversations that Drew and I had over like very late nights.
And how important like face-to-face communication is to Mike and I.
Yeah. Great question. Victoria.
Did you guys have the twist written from the beginning, or did you write like the plot of it and then like have the twist come out?
No, the kids were never real. Like from the beginning, but from the beginning. Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, this is a really stupid question, but it's been bothering me.
No
Are
such
they
thing.
actually married? Or no?
So,
are we actually married?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
Yes, they're just different. Oh, I can't stand her. No. No, that is her husband there.
Some of the pictures are real.
We're married. And this is mine. And this is actually mine. Boy, it's amazing what you can do with Photoshop.
Yes.
What is the significance or symbolism of the dolphin in the story?
You want me to answer? Okay. Well, as I kind of say in that second flashback scene, what is the most extravagant thing, the most ridiculous thing you could think of getting someone? And, you know, dolphins are always intelligent, beautiful creatures, and that's kind of how I see her. And they're always leaping forward. They never leap back. So it's kind of like me saying, I want to take the next step. I want to leap forward with you. So that's kind of the, for me anyway, that's kind of the significance of the dolphin. So that's kind of permit.
And a really large pool.
And a large pool.
And a very
Yes.
I have a question for Drew. I want to know what your favorite song was writing and why.
Oh,
That's a good question.
oh boy. You know, I will. So I wrote everything besides Enough. Enough actually was the only song of the show that Mike and I wrote together. So out of all the songs that I made by myself, my favorite song is that I made with Mike.
Just want to shrink them down and put them in your pocket.
Hell, look, you're right on tonight. We get to like take the leads on that one.
That's
so fun. So much
Well,
fun.
that's good.
Yeah, how long did it take you to make
So the music came out quick, but the vocal score was the problem. I actually don't know how to read or write any music, so it was all by like ear. So that took the longest, and that took, I guess, the whole rehearsal process, so like around like 2.5 months. But we started a year ago, and I've been constantly working on the music. So like right around then, I finished like Friday. Yeah. So like just over a year of like all the ideas. Once the story was written, he had all the song titles, and then I just like made them up.
He's an amazing guy. He made flash drives for all the cast members, for all their parts.
You have seen more sunsets than Mr. Haber and I have together as teachers. I don't think we've seen that many. So the
Now you
effort
all
is.
know what it's like inside Drew's head.
Right.
That's all that music.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah.
Sure. Go.
Okay, so I have a question for Vivian's two daughters. I'm putting you guys on the spot. I'm sorry. So you guys, what's it called, Stacy, was saying that at the beginning you guys were like jumping out of your seats, like ready to see the show because like you were so ready. What was your like? How did you like it? I don't know how to say it any easier.
I liked it a lot.
We gave him cookies just now.
Any questions from the audience? No. Yes.
Has this changed how you, as a cast, like use technology outside of the show? Do you think about this all
It's a great message, and we all can acknowledge that. But if you see us backstage, we're all like,
What's
next?
So wait, so to go off of that, the reason why the last picture of the montage is Jess looking down at her phone is because Drew and I wanted to give the show a realistic ending. Is our, like I said in the director's note, is our goal to make a significant difference? No, because we're not going to change anything. This is going to continue to be a problem. But if we can start conversations, that's all we want. So, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
So them backstage is their characters. It really is. They've been better though. Yes, Angie.
Well, I know for me, the show, I've decided to, for the remainder of the shows from starting from Tech Week to the end of the show, I've tried to stay off social media until the show's over. So
How long did it take to write the whole thing?
Well, we started last summer. I think I had the script done probably in 2 months or so. We had 2 different readings where it was just, originally it was me, Drew, and then Fred, Amanda, and Laura. So it was legitimately 5 of us just reading through the script, all the roles, and then we did a bigger reading where we had like 15, 16 people, all the roles filled. And they all gave us feedback, and then we edited and edited, so 2 months though. Yes?
Is there any scenes that were written into like the first draft of the show that didn't make it to the end?
Oh yes, and scenes and songs, and then the song "Enough" that Drew mentioned was his favorite was actually added. That was our last minute
Yeah,
addition.
so it wasn't part of any of the read-throughs, and we wanted to like show off our male characters because I wrote the, I wrote the show very, very female vocal heavy and very, full range just to show it off. But then we felt a little lacking in the male lead department, so we wrote that.
I begged them to let me sing. I said, I haven't in years. Let me just sing, please.
One more question, anyone?
Yeah, so when I was watching, I noticed one thing that made me go, that's so unrealistic. Were there other unrealistic things? The only thing I noticed that was unrealistic was that the postwoman was talking about delivering mail on Sunday. Were there other non-real things?
I have a good answer for that.
Yeah, the story is, when was it, like 3 days ago? Yeah, so 3 days ago, that scene was being run, and he looks up at me and he goes, "You shouldn't be here."
Here's my explanation, because that's a great point. First of all, she wasn't carrying mail, she was just visiting. Second of all, second of all, none of those characters were real in real life, right? None of them actually existed. So it was implied. So those are my
I thought it was a hint.
No.
That it wasn't real.
My error. Yes.
I think it falls into the category of like a lot of like little hints throughout the show that were supposed to make the audience realize like, oh, that's kind of strange. Like I think Ray on here has a line about seeing like the Rangers win Stanley Cup at Madison Square Garden.
I'm from Nirvana.
Yeah.
Like the Nirvana ticket.
Yeah, like
And
in
all of
2019, like no one's going to see Nirvana concerts, and I think the Rangers have one.
So all of like the binary dance, that ensemble binary dance, if you kind of paid attention, it was all 90s moves.
We started doing
So it was like a little bit of a hint.
So please come back next week to see it again.
My dance? No.
No, but she choreographed. She choreographed.
That's my sister Amanda. I was supposed to choreograph all my music, but like I said, I finished Friday. So I gave the responsibility to my sister. She fully understood the vision and where I was coming from, because it's in the 90s. I was like, I don't care what you do, 90s moves. Just own it. And then she came up with it. I did the flashlight dance though. That was me.
Yeah. and Mike did Failure. It was great. We have like different choreography styles, I think, so it was fun to kind of like do all those different things in one show. And High Score was just about very much the video games, I think.
And I did my own lack of choreography.
So thank you guys so much for coming. There is another set of shows next weekend, so if you guys could spread the word, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.